You had your keys 2 seconds ago. Now they're gone. You're standing at the door, coat on, ready to leave, and you have no idea where you put them. Same spot, they always vanish. Again, here's the first thing to get out of the way. This isn't your age, it isn't your memory failing, and it isn't the start of anything you're afraid of. People in their 20s do this exact thing. They just don't panic about it. What's actually happening has a simple explanation, and once you see it, you'll stop blaming yourself. Let me show you. You didn't forget where your keys are. Your brain never recorded it in the first place. There's nothing to remember because the moment was never saved. Scientists call this an encoding failure. Encoding is just the step where your brain writes an experience down. Skip that step, and there's no memory to find later. You weren't absent-minded on the way out. You were absent-minded when you put them down. Think about the last time you set your keys down. You were probably doing 3 other things: checking your phone, thinking about work, talking to someone. Your hands put the keys somewhere, but your attention was completely elsewhere. And that's the whole problem. Your brain only saves what your attention is pointed at, not what your eyes see, what your attention lands on. Those are 2 different things. Here's the analogy that makes it click. Imagine a security camera that only records when someone presses the button. Your eyes are the lens. Your attention is the button. When you drop your keys on autopilot, the lens is pointing at the counter, but nobody pressed the button. So there's no footage. Later you go looking for the recording, and it simply doesn't exist. That's not a broken memory. That's a recording that was never made. This is why the harder you try to remember where you put them, the more useless it feels. You're rewinding a tape that's blank. So why does this seem to happen more now than it used to? Because that attention button is getting pressed less and less. Every time you walk through your door holding your phone, half your mind is still in a screen. You're reading a message. You're finishing a thought. You're already 3 tasks ahead. Your attention is split into pieces, and a split attention can't fully land on anything. The keys go down in a blind spot. It's not that your brain got worse. It's that modern life keeps your attention divided almost all the time. More things competing for the button means fewer moments actually get recorded. The keys are just the one you notice, because you need them to leave the house. The good news, because this is an attention problem, not a memory problem, the fixes are almost embarrassingly simple. Give the object a home: 1 bowl, 1 hook, 1 spot by the door. If the keys always go in the same place, your brain doesn't have to record anything. There's no moment to miss. This alone fixes most of it. Say it out loud, keys on the counter, 4 words. Saying it forces your attention onto the action for 1 second, and that 1 second is enough to press the button. It feels silly. It works. Pause for 2 seconds. When you put something down, actually look at it for a beat before moving on. Single task the moment. You're not trying harder to remember, you're just showing up for the 1 second that matters. This kind of research is what Cognitive Insight Lab covers every week. If you want to keep up, subscribing takes 2 seconds. If you've noticed your attention feels more scattered than it used to, harder to land, quicker to drift, that's the deeper lever underneath all of this. Supporting the systems your brain uses to focus and hold information is its own topic. And there's one approach I've been looking into that's worth a serious look. I've left it in the description for anyone who wants to go there. So the next time your keys disappear, don't reach for the worst explanation. You didn't lose your memory, you just never pressed record. Give the keys a home, say it out loud, pause for 2 seconds, and watch how much of this quietly goes away. Thanks for spending these few minutes here. I know your attention is the one thing everything is fighting for, so it means a lot that you gave some of it to this. This is for information only, not medical advice. If forgetfulness is getting worse or worrying you, talk to your doctor.